Rainbow Canyon it's a place that I discovered when I moved to Mount Washington. This canyon was like preserved by the MRCA and local community activists about 30 years ago, and had basically kind of stood in a stasis since some initial improvements at that time.
The San Juan Mountains Conservancy would sometimes do this weeding where they would take out all the plants and they'd take out the undergrowth. So it became like there wasn't much undergrowth, which supported less bird species because the undergrowth is as important as like the trees themselves. And there was just like overall less biodiversity.
Had been looking at it for a while, and I had the opportunity to run this elective, and we were kind of searching around for places to work on, and I was like, well, why don't we try this spot? It's a kind of hidden space, so people don't really know about it. There wasn't, but there's so many opportunities in that space.
Today, I led a bird walk through Rainbow Canyon, which is a community space in Mount Washington area where there's land restoration happening.
When my class worked on this project last year, we really tried to think hard about what we can do to make this canyon serve the community. And we thought about how, this Landcare is really like special and powerful for creating community connection. Since we've done the project, the Mount Washington Alliance, for instance, had their barbecue there, their summer barbecue. And we've activated bird watching in that area.
What got me into birding in nature was just growing up in this area. There's just a bunch of nature here and birds around. There's just birds everywhere around here. I'm doing this project through the American Birding Association, so I thought it would be to look at how habitat restoration is helping the birds in this area, and then lead bird walks in this area to engage the community. There's a lot of people who I haven't met before who live in just this area around on these streets, especially during the events when Test Plant has their planting days or I do these bird walks.
It's amazing how good it feels on those days. Sometimes we're dragging ourselves out early morning on a Saturday or Sunday and what are we doing here? And then, people show up and we're all just having a good time, and relaxing. A lot of people talk about how to make change, to really kind of have an impact, it starts very locally, it starts right in your backyard. And I think that the test plot has been a kind of rare medium by which I've seen that happen. It's not so tangible I can pin it down, but there's lots of little synergies and connections and good feelings.